Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Little disclaimer, it's raining like crazy outside, so if you guys are hearing any rain sounds in the background, my apologies, but like I always say, the show must go on, whether there's construction outside or whatever it is. And man, oh man, speaking of the show must go on, do I have a story for you guys today? It is just mind-baffling to me how Democrats so consistently seem to just be so elitist and so out of touch, seem to just be so cringy. I mean, cringe overload. It seems like these left-wing elitist types struggle with the very simple concept of just being normal human beings. We all remember Nancy Pelosi with her chocolate candy, as regular Americans were struggling and sometimes failing to feed themselves and their children during the start of the pandemic when everything just shut down instantly overnight. No self-awareness, no ability to relate to average normal people, living in some sort of weird alternate dimension. And while this time it's not Nancy Pelosi, but rather FLOTUS, First Lady of the United States, Joe Biden's wife, Jill Biden, who was part of a Latinx inclusion event where she came up with the great idea of comparing Hispanic people to tacos. Yes, tacos. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life, folks. One of the cringiest things, but it's also not entirely surprising. This is just what Democrats do, from Nancy Pelosi and her chocolate candy, to Hillary Clinton and her hot sauce, to Kamala Harris and her Tupac and Snoop Dogg, to Joe Biden's infamous moment of playing Despacito into the mic, to now Jill Biden comparing Hispanic people to tacos. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. These elitist Democrats are either totally socially inept and out of their minds, or they really are lizard people from another damn planet. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright friends, take a look at this headline right over here. Jill Biden sorry for comparing Latinos to tacos. U.S. First Lady Jill Biden has apologized for likening Hispanic people to tacos in botched compliment. Miss Biden was addressing Latinos in Texas on Monday when she referenced the traditional Mexican snack in her speech. The National Association for Hispanic Journalists, NAHJ, responded, "We are not tacos."
The National Association of Hispanic Journalists is responding in a tweet, encouraging, quote, Dr. Biden and her speechwriting team to take the time in the future to better understand the complexities of our people and communities. The group adding, "We are not tacos."
On Tuesday, her press secretary said Mrs. Biden was sorry and admires the Hispanic community. Her comment comes as President Joe Biden's popularity with Hispanic voters has been falling. Take a look at the train wreck that transpired.
But we can't get those things on our own. Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength.
I mean, it's just so cringe. The first fail was mispronouncing bodegas as bogotas.
As distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx.
I mean, it's just so bad. How do you not know what a bodega is? A total lack of understanding of this culture, but trying to play this role as if you're so informed and so in tune with minority groups or with Hispanic voters, in a clear act of political pandering. This entire event was clearly damage control, as Joe Biden and Democrats continue to lose Latino voters, and all she did was inflict more damage, then going on to compare Hispanics to various different types of tacos. Oh yes, so diverse. You guys are like a bunch of tacos. It's actually the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, not to mention a terrible example. You're talking about diversity within the South American world. There's so many different cultures and countries in South America, and only one really does tacos. That's Mexico. I mean, just imagine how disrespectful that is. That's like calling all South Americans Mexicans. Excuse me, Mrs. Jill Biden, I'm not Mexican. I'm from Venezuela. I'm from Cuba. I'm from Nicaragua, Guatemala. I'm from Argentina. I'm from Chile. I'm from Brazil. I don't even speak Spanish. We speak Portuguese. Oh yes, Brazil, representing the breakfast taco faction of diversity. Guatemala, the steak taco faction of the South American community. Oh, how diverse. How absolutely dumb is this? I've never seen anything like it. Jill Biden's also a teacher and a doctor, a PhD. Well, she has her doctorate. She's definitely not an MD, but she's a teacher and she's supposedly educated and cultured and has probably traveled a whole lot and has worked within the Democrat Party for a long time. You don't know what a bodega is, and you don't know anything about South American culture outside of tacos. This right here represents Democrat elitism. Oh, I'm a fancy Washington Democrat. I'm so cultured and I represent diversity in all people. But really, these people don't seem to get out of the Hamptons, or don't seem to ever even take a step foot out of their all-white neighborhoods and country clubs, yet they claim to represent you or be down with the cause. These people are the most elitist, out-of-touch politicians. I mean, it doesn't even come close. Remember when Donald Trump had the Taco Bowl incident? How offended the left was? Donald Trump makes a post to his social media accounts from his office in Trump Tower claiming, I forget the exact details, but he said something along the lines of, the Mexican restaurant in Trump Tower makes the best taco bowls, and it was the end of the world. Meanwhile, this is what Democrats are doing. I mean, for Pete's sakes, let's not forget the infamous moment of Joe Biden walking up to the podium during the election campaign and playing Despacito off of his phone into the microphone.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
All right.
I tell you what, if I had the talent of any one of these people, I'd be elected president by acclamation.
One of the cringiest moments ever, and this coming after he insulted the black community, claiming they weren't as diverse as the Latino community. And then Joe Biden takes it to the next level, claiming, yes, Joe, they're so diverse, in fact. They're like a bunch of tacos. This is so stupid. How is anyone taking any of this stuff seriously? The Democrats are pandering to the Latino community in the most vapid, cheap way imaginable. I mean, Hispanic people are just regular folk. You know what Hispanic voter issues are? The exact same as everybody else. The economy is going to crap, inflation is out of control, energy costs are skyrocketing, and the Democrat Party, led by Jill Biden and Joe Biden, are completely ignoring all of your problems and focusing on very important Latino issues, like the gender-neutral term Latinx. By the way, this was the name of the event that she was at. The Latinx Inclusion Luncheon, with a bunch of X's and a bunch of nonsense. They're focused on the very important issue of a gender-neutral Spanish language adaptation, which is not Spanish considering the Spanish language uses feminine and masculine concepts within their grammar. And you know what else they're focused on? They're focused on comparing you to tacos as you pay $5 to $7 a gallon for gas. What a slap in the face. How stupid is that? No wonder Hispanic voters are dropping off like none other. And Democrats think that pandering to the whole Latinx woke crowd is going to work when we've seen numbers like 90+% of Latinos or Hispanic voters don't want anything to do with a gender-neutral Latinx term. These Democrats have completely lost their mind. Wake up. I mean, come on. And I'm saying wake up specifically to people who keep buying into their crap. You're going to vote for Joe Biden, who said, don't vote for me because you ain't black. You're going to vote for Hillary Clinton, who said, vote for me because I have hot sauce in my purse. You're going to vote for Kamala Harris, who pandered to you by saying, oh, well, back in my days, in the college days, I used to partake in the reefers and listen to Tupac and Snoop Dogg. You're going to vote for Democrats after they compared you to tacos and went on about the importance of Brooklyn bodegas. You're going to continue to vote for these fools instead of voting for conservatives and their very simple message of basic freedom and common sense economic and fiscal policy. You are being played. Stop taking these elitist country club Hamptons Vineyard liberals seriously, because clearly they don't take you seriously at all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.